imagine, like, you know how irate and mad I would be as a parent, or like a person in general, like a friend of these girls. They took the proper avenues to tell people that they're being stalked and being messed with, and shit. People only care when things happen. Oh, he's fine. Oh, we'll deal with it later. Now, to a 16 and 17-year-old girl are dead because this creep kept on following. Allegedly. But listen, in the breaks. That's why I be telling nigga cops some heat. So fill that fucking car full of hoes. You know what? I'm wilding. Yo, but yeah, it's kind of sad. Shout out these poor girls.
Now, one of the
ass commentary videos. Let's get into this.
Fortunately, I'm sat down in the chair.
Pure evil streamer. What did this nigga do, bro? Not him, but like the person he's talking about in the video.
I'm not stood up doing the funny haha clip farm, and that's because this is a pretty serious video. Now, I know there's a lot of streamers out there that get a lot of flack, a lot of hate. It could be their political opinions, the disgusting, abhorrent amount of money that they make.
Bands to make it dance. I want niggas to understand, bro. When I get rich and famous off this internet shit, bro, I'ma be a conscious, obnoxious nigga that flex on people. Like, not the type of nigga that go band for band with niggas, but you just gonna see me on a random yacht doing a money spread next to 3 naked bad bitches twerking. You feel me? I don't know why I'm feeling real talkative. I'm off the Celsius, bro. I'm off Celsius, so that's why. Yeah.
Or they could just be genuinely bad people. And what I'm talking about today is a streamer that you definitely have not heard of before this video.
Okay.
But the actions that have happened here are just terrible.
Yeah.
Now, this was a streamer who committed a terrible crime. Usually when that happens, you might be absolutely racked with guilt. You might turn yourself into the police. You might change your identity. But what this guy did is instead...
So the nigga did it with no shame. Nigga playing MLB The Show. Okay, yeah, wait, guys, side note and tangent. MLB The Show is literally 2025 is one of the most rage-inducing games. I can't hit the fucking ball. And let's just say you're going against the nigga. Yo, you know what? I'm not even gonna get into it, but like, it's just a fucking raging-inducing game, bro.
He did in basically the most insidious and apathetic way possible.
What's going on, everybody? We're back with another stream.
Nigga sound like me.
This one is going to be a little bit different than the previous ones.
So, the time we're recording, on Monday, there were 2 teen girls that unfortunately lost their lives by someone that was driving a Jeep. Their name...
Oh my God. Was this nigga drinking and driving? And then he booted up a stream talking about, like, this is what I did. Yo, niggas is wildin', bro. I ain't gonna lie, this is, like I said, this whole world's gonna be a Black Mirror episode, bro.
Names were Maria and Isabel. Now, the Union County Prosecutor's Office actually announced that they found the person, and they're actually charging them with 2 counts of first-degree murder. Now, that's very
New
important,
Jersey,
by the way, because
from the
usually
J.
for the hit and run, it would be something like, you know, like a 3rd degree, like it was an accident. Maybe you were intoxicated. First degree literally means you planned to do this beforehand, and then
He planned to kill these. How old is this nigga, bro?
you carried it out. Now, relatives and neighbors of Marie actually believe that he was actually stalking this girl before he hit both of them with his Jeep. But at the time, this detail actually hasn't been confirmed. But what has been confirmed is the guy who's suspected of actually doing the killings went onto YouTube. He didn't upload a video, but instead went live on a stream. Now, you think with an accusation...
107K.
He would, you know, talk, face cam, very candid. No, he does it very nonchalantly while he's playing a video game, MLB The Show 25 to be precise.
Rage-inducing.
The stream starts and he basically says that, you know, he's got some things that he wants to talk about. And the worst thing is, like, the things that this guy's been accused of, he basically tries to play victim and accuses the chat of being negative towards him. And then he starts, like, time...
How did, like, bro, did it just happen, or was this nigga on the run? That's my question, because how was he able to boot up the situation and the people in the stream know his situation? Because at that case, the police would have detained him, right? That's what I'm just thinking.
Everyone out who is criticizing him.
I have some things that I want. I'll get to... If you let me talk, I'll get to it in a minute. Hold on.
Bro, you killed my best friend, you animal.
I don't need negativity in this stream, so everybody's getting timed out.
This nigga look like who's Dexter's fucking nemesis? Vector? Not Vector. Fuck. Bro, it's gonna come to me, but he sound just and look just like him, bro. And yo, this dweeb ass loser ass nigga killed 2 people, and intentionally. That's what it says. You know, that's what the prosecutor's trying to say, and that's what the state is trying to put on him. And if that's true, this nigga's obviously like autistic and things of that nature, right? Autistic in a bad way. I'm not saying like he has a mental deficiency. I'm just saying he's an idiot and he's a loser and he deserves to get like thrown behind bars, bro.
Try to explain several things, but I got like 50 different people messaging negativity, which is something I don't need, and neither does my friend.
Now, again, I do want to say, with everything going ahead, this guy has been charged. He has not been convicted. It's always innocent until proven guilty, but like going ahead in this video, the way he talks about this situation, he's basically admitting everything and showing next to no remorse about it. Now, this account the guy had was very, very small, and obviously what happened when people kind of realized who he was,
Dark.
people
The nigga
piled
named
in and
Man
started to
Dark.
use the TTS system to actually call him out for what he was accused of.
Why are we running people over?
And then 12 minutes into the stream, I guess Saul Goodman reached out to him or something, because he goes like all kind of stoic saying, you know, I'm not authorized to talk about the situation. But he does say in a neighboring town, there were 2 girls that were killed in a hit and run. And then he alludes to the fact that he's not guilty by saying that there's been a lot of misinformation going around on the internet.
It has been a fun, long ride, but I need to.
How old is this
explain
nigga,
some
bro?
Things that have happened over the past few days, and I'm not going to talk much about it. In a neighboring town, unfortunately, 2 girls were killed in a hit and run crash. There has been a lot of misinformation going on over the internet, but I will say this. I wish my sincerest condolences to those 2 girls lost in that tragic accident.
And then he also claims as well on top of that, that there's more to the story that people don't know about.
It is an absolute unfortunate situation, and there's
So, how can 2 girls threaten your life? I'm just trying to put it like, I feel like that's the excuse he's going to try to make, because, like, how? Because he said it's not an accident. People, because he, like he said in the beginning, like how, like, what happened? Like, what the fuck happened, my nigga?
more
Like,
to the story that you're not getting, but when the time comes, I will explain it in greater detail. I'm not authorized to talk about the whole thing. I'm not going to give you any more information.
Now, looking at the stream right now, post-stream, because YouTube collects the views, it has over 100,000
Yeah, I seen that,
views
yeah.
on an account that doesn't even have 300 subscribers. So I feel like to start a stream, to talk about it, and then say you can't
I'm surprised YouTube is like hasn't taken his channel down.
talk about it, it is so hard for anyone to be on your side. And then he also goes on to basically say that like people are wrong for making threats to his family, and he's complaining about like, you know, really hateful messages.
But I will say this. Making threats against my family will not be tolerated. My cousin has received hateful messages over social media about this whole spiel, and he's had to unfollow me on everything because of this whole drama. Why are you guys getting him involved? If you hate me, you hate me. If you don't, you don't. You're opening up Pandora's box, getting family involved.
This nigga, like, you can tell this nigga loves George R.R. Martin, or like, you know, very antisocial type nigga. I can see this nigga stalking a woman because geeky, nerdy. Now, it's not even like the charismatic geeky when he's kind of witty and things of that nature. It's like that, like I said, the man dark type syndrome of I'm smarter than everybody, and you're really a dweeb that follow women around and apparently kills two children, 16 and 17-year-old girls, bro. This nigga's a dweeb.
And that just does not sit right with me.
Now, again, I do want to say he's been charged. He has not been convicted at the
Okay.
time of recording. But the way he talks about this, like he talks about this in such a nonchalant way, even saying like people using this spiel and, you know, it won't be tolerated. It's very weird. Like, I'm not sure what information this guy is sat on in any way to prove this, you know, that everyone in this situation is wrong. He is 100% innocent. And then, like so many Americans, claims that he's in like the hands of Jesus and then continues to stream MLB.
Regardless of what happens,
Bro, kill 2 people, play MLB The Show. What the fuck? 2 children, my fault. Kill 2 children.
if you don't see me streaming for a little bit, you'll understand why. This will be in the hands of Jesus. Everything will be okay. I will get this sorted out. And I plan to keep continuing playing co-op with my best friend, Evan. He has stuck by me through the whole side, and I want to thank him for that.
Like, this stream is just, it is the worst
It is-
thing
it is
to sit
raging
through.
bait.
Again, like,
This nigga
I
fat.
can't say that this guy did it because he hasn't been convicted of it yet. He's only been charged. I will be honest with you here.
Yep, allegedly. Yeah, I'm gonna put that out there so I don't get sued either. even though there's like 3 people watching this video.
The only way that this guy did not do it is if they've somehow ID'd the wrong person. Someone that looks very similar to him, white guy with glasses, plays MLB all day, I'm guessing. Because the way that he's talking acts like he has basically done nothing wrong. He even makes this bizarre statement saying that more needs to be done to basically address mental health.
I really think there needs to be more done to address mental health in this state. I've been bullied, ridiculed, and stuff over false allegations, okay? Over this whole thing about things that have happened in the past. There's more to this story. It'll come out in the future.
I mean, I'm going through the stream now, and the way that he talks about it is like it's an inconvenience. You know, it's like, mental health, it's so important. This whole thing that happened, this inconvenience, it is just complete whiplash to watch through. It almost makes you think...
No social awareness, bro.
If the guy even did it in the first place. Because, like, there is no way that you have someone that has committed the crimes that he is being charged with at the time of recording, and he seems so nonchalant about it, even saying at one point that, like, he's not going to stop streaming, or he might take a hiatus. It is so... Watching this stream is like a Twilight Zone episode. He also claims that he's being bullied over false allegations, and it's like, okay, so the false allegations are what? Being accused of murder? I was about to turn into a... Jesus, man, like, this video is turning me into, like, RFK or something. You're the proper guy, he's proper because he took the vaccine. And he goes on to this whole speech saying that he's 17, he's a nice kid.
He's 17? Wow. That nigga aged like milk. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. You know what some jails do? You know what some, like let's just say prosecutors or, like, whoever hold it. If you're 17 and, like, they'll hold you for a year, so when you turn 18, they can charge you as an adult, right? They do that for a lot of cases, like, let's just say murder trial, and people do that. Man, he better hope he got a good lawyer, bro. So that nigga 7, he look old as hell, bro.
He's got a family, and then he blames New Jersey for not doing enough about mental health.
This nigga's from the J. He's from here? Man, that's crazy. What the fuck that happened? Probably East Orange.
And then he also says that he's been bullied in the past and people should be nicer to each other.
I don't plan to go anywhere anytime soon.
This does look like a New Jersey house.
I did end up taking a hiatus. I'm telling you guys why. I really think New Jersey needs to do a better job addressing this mental health crisis because I've been through way too much. I'm a nice kid. I'm 17 years old with a good family by my side. I really think you all should be a lot nicer to each other. If anything happens, I'm going to give you all some advice. If you get bullied and ridiculed in school about, stuff that people hate you, I would tell your counselor immediately.
So are you blaming, I think what he's going to fall back on, like how he was like depressed and amidst his depressed psychosis, he did it in GTA allegedly. If there was a case for that to be made, because they have him, they said they got him like probably in custody and they're trying to convict him. Like he said, the person who's making the video is, I think it's Pyro Software, right? No, not Pyro Software. Pyro Live, right? Yeah, if you didn't do it, they would be like, you would have to be the wrong nigga. And listen, it was your car. You were probably at the scene. Like,
and, before the shit gets out of hand, you got to address all these things because I'll tell you what, the amount of bullying that I've been put through in the past has been absolutely absurd.
And again, going over this, it is complete whiplash. It really is. Obviously, if you go into the comments, everyone is just already assuming the guy's guilty, calling him like a straight up, Dexter sociopath, has no remorse, no thoughts, no feelings. And if he's done this, and that is the case, definitely. Like, if he did this, what he's being charged with, murdering 2 people by running them over with intent, first-degree murder, and he's acting so nonchalant, the guy's a psychopath. But then he also seems to keep saying over and over, these are false allegations, there's more to the story. And the thing is, like, I feel like if you're being accused of first-degree murder, you don't say there's more to the story.
And how do you run 2 people over by accident? Like, I understand if they were like walking in like the midst of the street, like you don't kill 2 people. Were they in a car? Like I'd be one thing if they were in another car and you're just driving fast and you hit them by accident, or if you're just speeding and you're drunk driving. This nigga wasn't drunk. That's what I'm assuming. This nigga wasn't drunk. And can you imagine getting a phone call Like, damn, oh, you're both your 17-year-old daughter and your 16-year-old daughter is dead. Like, bro, what?
Either it happened or it didn't happen. Like, again, the only way, I feel like I need like a third eye for this video, but like, I feel the only way that this person can actually be proven to be correct is mistaken identity. Like, they've charged the wrong person. But he's not even saying that. He's not even saying that it's not him. He's just saying there's more to it. Now, he
Like, more to the story, you killing 2 people in a whip?
also has a TikTok account that had around 40,000 followers, but it has been taken down. I'm assuming like mass reported. And people also found his Twitter as well, but there's really nothing there, you know, just talking about MLB and like a bunch of support for Andrew Tate. Now, I know I've said this multiple times, like I'm shadowing a lawyer, but the guy has not been convicted yet. And there is actually no confirmation of his involvement because, you know, he's too young. He's 17 to be named legally. But the way that he talks, it's like he's implicated in this situation. And then people in chat
Nigga kept going. He's like, nigga, you're making yourself look worse. Shut up.
are actually claiming it was him before he even spoke about it.
But I'm not going to do it with people.
2 girls.
Okay, you know what? Now I'm really thinking if I should really do this.
Now, CBS News did do an article, and obviously they couldn't name because of legal reasons, pretty similar to the UK. If you're under 18, you can't be named. Your identity, no matter how abhorrent the crime, is protected unless the judge kind of overrules it, but that isn't too common. But they've even said that the person who committed the crime was 17. And the kid in the stream also said that he was 17.
I'm 17 years old.
Now, obviously, you know, comparing 2 ages, that's like, you know, the biggest nothing burger. But it's, again, in the stream, he never denied.
Like, why would you go live, bro? Like that just like he said, it just further implicates you. And let's just say some bizarre world in some alternate reality, you're not the person in the situation. You going live who did the crime. You going live makes it look even worse, my nigga. Now you got a bunch of people, the court of public opinion, you just look crazy. And let's just say now you got to stay down so the real case come out, bro, and you try to clear your name. You just look even crazier, bro, because there's the nigga that killed 2 of these girls were 17-year-old. You're 17 and you just sound emotionally attached from the situation. Makes no fucking sense.
Is what he's being accused of. He basically says, you're missing context. The truth will come out soon. And also, New Jersey needs to work on their mental health. Now, one of the scariest things about the fact that a 17-year-old has been charged with first-degree murder, which again is with intent, is because apparently this guy was stalking his victims. You can even see here, like, she made complaints and nothing was done. Relatives and friends of the victims claim the 2 girls knew the driver. They also said a restraining order was filed against the young man after he allegedly stalked one of the victims.
You know what's crazy? Imagine, like, you know how irate and mad I would be as a parent, or like a person in general, like a friend of these girls. They took the proper avenues to tell people that they're being stalked and being messed with. And shit, people only care when things happen. Oh, he's fine. Oh, we'll deal with it later. Now, a 16 and 17-year-old girl are dead because this creep kept on following. Allegedly. But listen, in the breaks. That's why I be telling nigga cops some heat. So fill that fucking car full of holes. You know what? I'm wilding. Yo, but yeah, it's kind of sad.
Worst things about these crimes is when it's committed by someone who has their identity withheld. We're in the age where everyone speculates. Everyone tries to find who it is. Like, for example, with this stream of this kid, and he's talking in the most insane, bizarre, like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde ways. But also, unfortunately, there have been people that have been caught in the crossfire, and they've also been accused because all that's publicly available right now,
you 17,
that is legal to say is there's a 17-year-old, we can't name who. Oh yeah, he ran over and killed 2 girls, but we can't tell you who it is though. Of course you're going to speculate over that. I mean, here's a good example. You even had the chief of police that had to come out and basically say, oh yeah, my son's 17 as well, but he didn't do the homicide. Now here's one very, very crucial detail. Obviously they can't legally name who it is because, you know, they'll get shut down, subpoenaed, whatever. But one thing they did let slip, which is basically alluding to a certain conclusion, is the suspect had an online following and posted about the crash. He was an online gamer with thousands of social media followers and even addressed the deaths and his detainment during a live stream posted onto YouTube the day after the deadly crash. He was charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder. Now, again, you're probably thinking they're saying that this guy has thousands of followers, but his YouTube account only has 200 subscribers. So
they probably refer to like TikTok or something.
That's the wrong person. person, right? But then you can see his socials like Twitter, Instagram. Instagram, he only has like a couple hundred followers again. But if you search the name
his
VinnyBat118
TikTok.
and then go onto his TikTok, 39.5 thousand followers. I think that is what they could have possibly based it off. Now, I did stumble on the TikTok account and I was like, surely this is like a coincidence or it's like a name that someone else took. But like, it literally has it in his YouTube About section. Now, unless someone, I don't know, hacked into his account and changed the About section to like incriminate him overnight, like he's completely done nothing wrong, which I find very hard to believe the way that he was acting on stream. Like the answer is right there. Like, again, if this guy did it and his biggest issue is talking about negativity in the chat and then going on a whole spiel about mental health, it's like he goes on and he says there's more context, there's things that you don't know about. Unless this was a massive plot to frame this innocent person who did nothing wrong, this is absolutely psychotic.
Yeah, that nigga's mentally crazy, man. Hey, y'all, take care of your loved ones, bro, because there's crazy people out there, and I want niggas to understand, you guys, like the nigga 17, he probably got rejected or something, or he was probably obsessed with that woman or something, or these girls. Bro, y'all gotta understand, bro. You being creep, go outside and talk to people, bro. That's literally gonna get, like, kick the creep out of you, bro. And if you have social anxiety, bro, just figure it out. Hey, God bless these girls' souls. I hope they rest in peace. It's been your boy Ty the Saint. Man, this is crazy. And it's crazy how close it is for me. I live in the J.